When it comes to places that continue to confuse and intrigue us, the Amazon rainforest is undoubtedly among the top of the list, if not at the very top. Despite the rampant deforestation and destruction happening at its edges, it remains one of the most enigmatic and unexplored territories in the world. That is a female Goliath tarantula, the largest species in the world. Part of the reason for so much mystery is the fact that the Amazon is one of the last places on Earth where we cannot freely and easily explore every inch. Yes, within this dense jungle, there are creatures that seem almost mythical. These monsters come in various forms, sizes, and levels of danger. With that in mind, let's take a look at them all, from the bird-eating spider to the terrifying black caiman, and dive into the 20 biggest Amazonian monsters ever discovered. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel and leave a like. Now, let's get started. Number 20. The bird-eating tarantula. Spiders, by nature, already provoke repulsion and fear in many people around the world. However, few species are capable of instilling as much terror as the bird-eating tarantula, also known as the Goliath bird-eater. Just seeing images of this creature is, in itself, an uncomfortable experience for those who suffer from arachnophobia. This monstrous spider holds the title of the largest spider in the world by body mass, reaching an impressive 13 centimeters in length and weighing around 6.2 ounces, approximately 175 grams. The female of the species, in particular, holds the largest records, securing its place at the top of the list of the biggest known tarantulas. Interestingly, despite its dramatic and intimidating name, the Goliath bird-eater rarely feeds on birds. However, it is perfectly capable of doing so when necessary. There are records of this arachnid devouring small birds like hummingbirds, which, although uncommon, is within its predatory capabilities. Its diet typically consists of insects, small amphibians, and even rodents, thanks to its powerful fangs and surprising strength for an invertebrate. This combination of enormous size, brute strength, and frightening appearance makes the Goliath a true living legend in the world of spiders, and undoubtedly one of the most feared creatures on the planet. Number 19. The black caiman. The imposing Amazon rainforest is home to an impressive diversity of species, making it a perfect environment for reptiles like alligators and crocodiles. In this case, we highlight the black caiman, a species of crocodilian of terrifying proportions. Considered the largest predator by body mass in the entire Amazon ecosystem, it possesses the strength and instinct to capture virtually any creature that ventures into its territory, including other large predators. While it is the heaviest, it doesn't hold the title of the longest animal in the region, a distinction belonging to a colossal snake already mentioned earlier in this same series. The black caiman is notoriously dangerous, with occasional reports of attacks on humans demonstrating its lethal and unpredictable potential. Its dark, thick skin acts as natural camouflage, allowing it to disappear into the muddy and dark waters of the Amazon rivers. This makes it nearly invisible to its prey, which typically doesn't realize its presence until it's too late. Its hunting strategy is silent and highly effective. It primarily hunts at night, which further enhances its ambush power. Unlike many predators that kill with quick, direct bites, the black caiman employs a much darker method. It grabs its victim with its powerful jaws, drags it to the depths of the water, and drowns it before devouring it. This brutal and methodical hunting style serves as a constant warning to those who approach the banks of the Amazon rivers. The presence of the black caiman is rarely noticed before the attack. It's a grim reminder that in the jungle, the greatest danger is not always visible. Number 18. The spectacled bear. It may come as a surprise to many, but yes, there are bears inhabiting the vast and mysterious Amazon rainforest. The spectacled bear, also known as Tremarctos ornatus, is the only bear species native to all of South America, making it an extremely special and rare creature. Spotting one of these animals in the wild means witnessing something truly unique, almost like finding a hidden treasure in the tropical jungle. Despite its robust and imposing appearance, the spectacled bear is, for the most part, a peaceful animal. It is classified as omnivorous, meaning its diet is quite varied, including fruits, vegetables, insects, and occasionally small animals. In general, this species does not display aggressive behavior toward humans unless it feels threatened or cornered. Still, fear and misinformation have led to the unjust hunting of this animal, mainly by farmers and cattle ranchers concerned about potential attacks on their herds. Predatory hunting, combined with the loss of its natural habitat due to deforestation, has become a serious threat to the survival of this unique species. Fortunately, there are currently several ongoing conservation initiatives initiatives led by environmental organizations and local governments aimed at protecting the spectacled bear and preventing its extinction. Preserving this animal is also preserving the ecological balance and biodiversity of one of the richest ecosystems on the planet. Number 17. The Candiru fish. The Candiru fish earns a spot on this list in part due to a notorious story associated with it. This is not a fictional fish. It is very real and potentially very dangerous. The Candiru is a parasitic fish known for attaching itself to other fish through their gills to feed on their blood. While it can grow up to 40 centimeters in length, it is usually much smaller, allowing it to easily enter the bodies of its hosts. What makes the Candiru fish infamous is a local legend that claims it can infect humans by swimming up the male urethra while they urinate in the river. This legend has sparked widespread fear, making the Candiru more feared than many other predators in the Amazon. However, there have been no confirmed cases of this actually happening, and the idea of a fish swimming against a stream of urine to enter the human body is scientifically implausible. Thus, while the Amazon rainforest contains incredible beauty and extraordinary biological diversity, it is also home to some of the most formidable and mysterious creatures on the planet. Each of these creatures contributes to the mystery and fascination of this vast and largely unexplored natural wonder. Number 16. The Amazon river dolphin. You might not associate dolphins with freshwater environments, but the Amazon river dolphin is a truly extraordinary exception. These impressive creatures, scientifically known as Inia geoffrensis, are iconic inhabitants of the vast and mysterious waters of the Amazon River. They can grow over 2.4 meters long, making them among the largest species of freshwater dolphins on the planet. Unlike their relatives living in oceanic environments, Amazon river dolphins have a unique pink coloration, often surprising, which gives them an almost mystical appearance. This hue can vary depending on age, water temperature, and even the animal's level of activity. Unfortunately, the threat facing these magnificent cetaceans does not come from natural predators, but from growing human interference, industrial and domestic pollution, predatory fishing, boat accidents, and above all, the accelerated destruction of their natural habitat due to deforestation and urban expansion have all drastically contributed to the alarming decline in their populations. Although various conservation initiatives are underway, with NGOs and environmental institutions working hard to preserve these dolphins and their ecosystem, a continuous and collective effort is still required to ensure the survival of this unique and enchanting species. Number 15. Red-bellied piranha. The mention of piranhas inevitably brings to mind terrifying images of flesh-eating swarms thanks to their portrayal in movies and on television. Among them, the red-bellied piranha, Pygocentrus nattereri, is perhaps the most infamous. Although they are indeed formidable, with their sharp teeth and aggressive eating habits, the reality is a bit more subtle. Despite their reputation, red-bellied piranhas are actually omnivores and frequently consume plant material in addition to meat. Furthermore, they have been compared to vultures of the water, scavenging for food rather than actively hunting large prey. They typically target animals that are already dead or dying, which makes them more similar to nature's cleanup crew than ruthless predators. Contrary to popular belief, these piranhas usually do not hunt in groups, but form schools mainly for protection against their own predators. While they should be treated with caution, the fear surrounding piranhas is largely exaggerated. Understanding their true behavior can help reduce unnecessary fear and promote a more balanced view of these often misunderstood fish. Number 14. The green iguana. Harmless pet or invasive threat? At first glance, the green iguana, iguana, may not seem like a candidate for inclusion in a list of monstrous creatures of the Amazon. Commonly recognized for its docile nature and calm behavior, these iguanas have become very popular pets in various parts of the world. However, its story takes a darker turn when considering its status as one of the most invasive species across the entire American continent, both in North and South America. In regions such as Florida, where many exotic animals are often released into the wild, green iguanas have become a real concern. Their reproductive rate is extremely fast, contributing to rapid spread and causing devastating ecological impacts. These reptiles can significantly damage local ecosystems by harming native plants and even compromising infrastructure such as sidewalks and fences. The problem has become so serious that there are now specific positions dedicated to controlling the population of these creatures, aiming to reduce their numbers in a humane way and prevent further environmental degradation. This invasive aspect of the green iguana highlights how even animals that seem harmless and beneficial can become a true threat when removed from their natural habitat and introduced into new environments. The consequences of this forced introduction underscore the immense responsibility that falls on pet owners, emphasizing the importance of adopting responsible practices to ensure that these animals do not become an irreversible ecological problem. Number 13. The golden poison dart frog. The golden poison dart frog. It's not every day you hear about frogs being deadly, but the golden poison dart frog, Philobates terribilis, is an exception. This small amphibian, found primarily in the Colombian Amazon, produces a potent toxin that covers its skin. This toxin is so lethal it can kill a human, and the frog itself is immune to its effects. This remarkable defense mechanism protects the frog from predators, making it one of the most poisonous animals in the world. Indigenous peoples in the region have long been aware of the frog's lethal properties and would carefully extract the toxin to use on the tips of their poisoned arrows for hunting, hence the name poison dart frog. The efficacy of the toxin as a weapon highlights its danger. Visitors to the Amazon should exercise extreme caution and avoid any contact with these vibrant but deadly creatures. Respecting their space is not only a matter of safety, but also an acknowledgement of the unique adaptations that make these frogs such fascinating and formidable inhabitants of the rainforest. Number 12. The giant ray. A massive and mysterious aquatic inhabitant. The giant ray is undoubtedly a creature of enormous proportions that can pose a danger to humans if not approached with caution. However, these rays generally prefer to be left alone as they glide through rivers and other aquatic environments. The largest recorded specimen was not found in South America, but in Asia. This colossal ray measured about 4 meters in length and weighed over 300 kilograms, illustrating the potential size these creatures can reach. Just imagining the length of its fearsome barb, it is important to note that the barb of a giant ray is something to be observed with caution, as it carries toxins capable of harming humans. However, these creatures are not naturally aggressive and tend to avoid confrontations as long as you don't provoke them. The lesson here is to act wisely and maintain a respectful distance. If you do something reckless, you may end up on the receiving end of a painful sting, which could even penetrate bones. Number 11. The giant armadillo. If the idea of a giant armadillo gives you chills, you might be easily frightened. Despite its name, this armadillo is not something to fear in everyday life. The term giant in its name can be a bit misleading, as it is not a creature that typically evokes fear. The giant armadillo can reach up to 100 centimeters in length and weigh up to 54 kilograms, making it quite large. However, its size alone does not make it a threat. In terms of diet, the giant armadillo prefers termites and ants, often consuming entire mounds of termites, which indicates its voracious appetite. It is more aggressive in its eating habits than its ancient ancestor, its distant relative. This unique diet and behavior highlight its role in controlling insect populations, making it an integral part of the ecosystem rather than a fearsome predator. Number 10. The tapir. Next on the list is the tapir, an animal that might not immediately come to mind when thinking of monsters, but is worth mentioning due to its impressive size and resilience. Tapirs have existed for millions of years, remaining relatively unchanged over time, which classifies them as primitive creatures. Unlike many other animals, their evolutionary path has been stable, indicating successful adaptation to their environment. Tapirs can grow to more than 2 meters in length and weigh over 400 kilograms, giving them a considerable physical presence. Although they are often preyed upon by large cats and crocodiles, their tough hides and powerful bites allow them to defend themselves effectively. While they may seem like relics from the past, tapirs play a crucial role in their ecosystems, contributing to the health and overall balance of the rainforest. Number 9. The capybara. If you consider the capybara a monster, perhaps it's time to reassess your perspective on these fascinating creatures. Capybaras are indeed rodents, but they are far from ordinary. Known for their sociable nature and calm temperament, they can even be kept as pets. Standing about 60 centimeters tall, capybaras have a nearly wise expression that makes them seem more intelligent than many other animals. Water is essential to the capybara lifestyle, as they feed on aquatic plants and grasses and use the water to escape predators, often submerging themselves completely for several minutes. This ability helps them avoid danger until the threat passes. Their calm nature and adaptability make them popular as exotic pets, although they do best in pairs due to their social behavior. Far from being monsters, capybaras are charming creatures that have won the hearts of many. Number 8. The harpy eagle. the apex predator of the Amazon sky. While birds are not always the biggest threats in the Amazon rainforest, there certainly are some formidable bird predators. Many of these birds are simply exotic and beautiful to observe. But then comes the harpy eagle. This enormous raptor is one of the largest species of eagles in the world and acts as the apex predator in the Amazon. Harpy eagles are skilled hunters, able to fly silently through the tree canopy, diving and capturing their prey with their powerful talons before the animal even realizes what has happened. These talons can exert hundreds of kilos of pressure, enough to crush the bones of their prey and ensure an instant death. What may surprise you is their impressive life expectancy. With harpy eagles living up to 35 years in the wild, this longevity means they remain a consistent threat in their ecosystem for a long time. While they are not known to attack humans, the absolute power and predatory nature of the harpy eagle should inspire caution. It's best to admire these magnificent birds from a safe distance. Number 7. The Amazon manatee. The gentle giant of the Amazon. The Amazon manatee may not be the first animal that comes to mind when thinking of a monster, but this large aquatic mammal is certainly remarkable. These manatees inhabit freshwater environments throughout the Amazon basin, including countries like Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, and Brazil. They are typically found in oxbow lakes, dark water lakes, and lagoons connected to larger rivers, rich in aquatic vegetation. Amazon manatees are the epitome of gentle giants. They pose no threat to humans and are primarily herbivores, grazing on various types of aquatic plants. Despite their peaceful nature, they have attracted negative attention from humans, leading to significant hunting pressures. This has resulted in their status as a vulnerable species. Monitoring their population is challenging, making it difficult to know how many remain in the wild. Conservation efforts are crucial to protect these serene creatures from further decline. Number 6. The giant ant. The giant ant is undoubtedly a monster, but should humans feel the same way? This unique creature is indeed a giant among ants, often reaching the size of a golden retriever. One of its most notable features is its highly developed sense of smell, which is 40 times more powerful than that of a human. This keen sense allows it to locate ant nests with precision. Despite its formidable size and specialized diet, the giant ant has a peculiar vulnerability: the very ants it feeds on. When feeding, it needs to eat quickly to avoid being stung, typically spending only about a minute at each ant nest before moving on. This fascinating feeding behavior highlights the delicate balance between predator and prey in nature. In addition to its impressive olfactory abilities, the giant ant has other unique adaptations that make it an effective predator of ants and termites. It has long, curved claws on its front legs, perfect for tearing into ant nests and termite mounds. These claws are so strong and sharp that the ant walks on its finger joints to avoid injury. Its tongue is another extraordinary feature, measuring up to 60 centimeters in length, covered in sticky saliva and small backward-facing spines that help it capture and consume thousands of insects quickly. This tongue can move in and out of its mouth up to 150 times per minute, ensuring it gets a substantial meal in a short period. Interestingly, despite its threatening appearance and effective hunting strategies, the giant ant is generally a solitary and non-aggressive animal. It prefers to avoid confrontations and uses its formidable claws primarily for defense if threatened. This gentle behavior, combined with its specialized diet, makes the giant ant an essential part of the ecosystem, helping to control insect populations. The giant ant's habitat extends across Central and South America, where it inhabits fields, deciduous forests, and rainforests. Unfortunately, habitat destruction and hunting represent significant threats to this unique species. As human activities continue to encroach on its natural environments, giant ants are becoming increasingly vulnerable, leading to a decline in their population. Conservation efforts are underway to protect the giant ant and its habitat. Organizations are working to preserve the ecosystems these ants depend on and educate the public about their importance in maintaining ecological balance. By supporting these efforts, we can help ensure the survival of this remarkable creature and the health of the ecosystems it inhabits. In summary, while the giant ant may be a monster to other ants, it is a fascinating and gentle giant that plays a crucial role in its environment. Number 5. The electric eel. Next on the list is a classic river monster that embodies both danger and fascination: the electric eel. Known for its ability to generate powerful electric shocks, it is a formidable inhabitant of the waters of the Amazon. Inside its body, there are specialized organs capable of producing an electric discharge of up to 650 volts, with some reports even suggesting higher voltages. But how dangerous is this electric shock? The electric eel uses its ability to generate electricity primarily for hunting and defense, stunning or killing prey and warding off potential threats. Although it can deliver a significant shock to humans, it typically does so only when provoked. Even then, the shock is unlikely to be fatal unless the person is fully submerged in water and in poor health. In most cases, the worst outcome is a severe shock, but not a lethal one. The electric eel's ability to generate such high voltages makes it one of the most fascinating and, at the same time, misunderstood creatures of the Amazon, representing both the wonder and the danger of the natural world. Number 4. The Arapaima. The armored giant of freshwater. The Arapaima is renowned as the largest freshwater fish in the world, often reaching an impressive length of about 3 meters. Catching one would certainly be a remarkable achievement, making the phrase, "That's a big catch," quite literal. However, its length alone is not what grants it the title of monster. The real reason lies in its unique scales, which resemble armor. These scales have a mineralized, hard outer layer with a corrugated surface, beneath which are several layers of collagen fibers arranged in a complex structure. This makes the scales incredibly tough, comparable to the hardness of plywood or even stronger. Despite this formidable armor, the Arapaima is surprisingly agile in the water, maneuvering with ease. Curiously, although it is a freshwater fish, it requires oxygen from the surface to survive. This need means it must periodically rise to the water's surface to breathe, an unusual trait that adds to its fascinating biology. Number 3. The giant river. Otter misunderstood and threatened. Shifting focus to a creature that is not inherently monstrous, the giant river otter has faced an unjust reputation. Known as the largest of the otter species, an adult can reach up to 1.8 meters in length. Despite its size, these otters are highly social animals with refined social structures and do not pose the threat once believed. Unfortunately, this did not prevent them from being hunted intensively. Initially targeted for being considered a nuisance, their valuable pelts then made them prime targets for hunters. This relentless hunting led to their near extinction, and today they are listed as endangered species. It is estimated that fewer than 5,000 giant river otters remain in the world. It is a tragic outcome caused by misunderstanding and human greed. The story of the giant river otter serves as a sobering reminder of the impact human actions can have on wildlife and the importance of conservation efforts. Number 2. Jaguars. The stealthy top predators. It should come as no surprise that the Amazon rainforest is home to large felines, but the jaguar holds a special distinction. It is the only large feline species native to both North and South America. Unlike the cougar, which does not fit into the same category, the jaguar is a true big cat, ranking 3rd among the largest felines in the world, behind only the lion and tiger. Jaguars have unique characteristics that set them apart from their larger relatives. They are solitary animals, preferring to live and hunt alone rather than in groups or packs. They are also exceptional swimmers, using their aquatic skills to hunt in the water with the same effectiveness they do on land. This adaptability grants them top predator status in the Amazon. Jaguars are known for their boldness, sometimes even challenging other top predators with their sleek, muscular bodies and powerful jaws. They are capable of overpowering their prey quickly with just a few bites. Their ability to move stealthily and strike efficiently makes them formidable hunters. Encountering a jaguar in the jungle would be an intimidating experience, underscoring their reputation as one of the most feared predators of the Amazon. Number 1. Green anaconda. The Titan of snakes. What kind of monster should I finish with? Well, it's hard to go wrong with a snake after all. Even Indiana Jones can't stand them, and he's not alone in that. But this isn't just any snake we're talking about. It's the colossal green anaconda, one of the largest and heaviest snakes in the world. When it comes to body mass, this snake leads the charts. Green anacondas can grow over 7 meters in length and weigh around 277 kilograms, making them true giants in the snake world. The most impressive thing is that these measurements are based on captured specimens, so it is entirely possible that even larger and heavier anacondas are lurking in the jungle, waiting to be discovered. Their immense size and weight contribute to their status as top predators, meaning they have no natural enemies to worry about. These snakes are notorious for their method of consuming prey. They have the ability to swallow their prey whole, regardless of the size relative to their mouth. This is possible because they can dislocate their jaws to accommodate larger meals, swallowing them whole. If you encounter a green anaconda in the Amazon with a large bulge in its body, it means the snake has just eaten and is slowly digesting its meal. Another fearsome aspect of the green anaconda is its versatility in habitats. It can thrive on land, in nearby rivers, and even in trees to capture its prey. For this snake, no place is out of reach. The good news is that they don't usually attack humans, so even if you venture into the Amazon, you don't have to fear an anaconda unless you give it a reason to attack you. However, it is always wise to respect their space and avoid unnecessary encounters. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed our content, make sure to subscribe to our channel and leave a like. Also, check out some other interesting videos that are popping up on your screen right now, and I'll see you in the next one. See you next time.